national liberation for South Africa. And in the smiling coast of Africa, the Gambia, is a young Pan-African hero, His Excellency Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yaya Jammeh, who advocates a united Africa. The Gambia is bordered to the north, south and east by Senegal. Its geographical location is so unique that one can personify it.
Gambia and Senegal is like the head, the mouth and the tongue.
La Gambie et le Sénégal sont la tête, la bouche et la langue.
If the tongue is to develop, the head also must grow bigger. The head also must develop. One cannot develop in the absence of the other.
C'est-à-dire que l'un ne peut pas se développer en l'absence de l'autre. Si la langue se développe, il faudrait que la tête se développe aussi.
During the time of many great West African empires, the people of the Senegambia were ruled by emperors in Ghana, Mali and Songhai, but most of them were politically organized.
Now you come to the empire builders themselves. You know, I mean, you have people like Samori Touré, okay? I mean, like people like Lat Dior, and even I mean, like the reformists, you know, like Maba Jahuba, I mean, like Seth Mati. All these people really, they were like borderless. I mean, they operated in what is today Senegal and what is today Gambia. So I mean, I think they give us, you know, like a very good example of, you know, this idea of like, I mean, like a borderless, I mean, like Senegambia, you know, where they were able to build states, you know, build empires, I mean, like launch jihads, you know, like, I mean, like to reform Islam and so on and so forth.
The people of Senegambia have always been integrated. Sometimes we talk about integration, but I think this is only valid or relevant when we are in the realms of institutional relations, setting up institutions, and these institutions such as state, governments, departments, experts, officials, diplomats, politicians, etc.
From the moment when the Europeans began exploring these regions in the 15th century, the Senegambia rivers attracted their attention. The French and British became imperial rivals.
What Senegambia was first used in about 1763, when the British, after defeating the French, annexed Saint Louis and created the Senegambia province for 20 years, 1763 to 1783. That is, annexed it and made it part of the Gambia.
The Gambia became a British colony, whilst the French retained Senegal. After decades of self-rule and great strides towards development, the Gambia and Senegal continue to build healthy relations between and among people at community, national and international levels. The current leaders, His Excellency Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yaya Jammeh and Maître Abdoulaye Wade, are known for their Pan-African ideologies.
Gambia itself cannot develop itself. Senegal itself cannot develop. And any African country inside of the frontier can really develop. What is happening in the world now? You have very big communities, economic and political communities. United States, the Brazil, that is a federation of states, Chinese, Europe, that the European countries try now to build one country, and at the same time Africa is divided.
You are a Pan-Africanist. You have come to another Pan-Africanist. Why don't we start
Pourquoi ne commencerait-on pas
the revolution of African unity here so that the whole of Africa would be liberated?
La révolution de l'unité africaine ici, à telle enseigne que toute l'Afrique.
ñoo ngi dellu santaat ñaari président yi We thank God that our presidents are aiming for one thing, developing the countries, making peace through the resources they have. The embassy's role in the country is to strengthen the already existing ties with our sister country.
The two countries' relations are so close that there should be no room for differences.
The Senegalese himself should look at the Gambian as a brother. And when I talk about that, I mean the real brother. Somebody you look at with the trust, with the love, with the attention, with the respect. The Gambian too should be looking at the Senegalese exactly in the same way. Where there is suspicion, there is no integration.
The people of Senegal and the Gambia should always try and be one, since the two countries are all developing and share a lot in common.
The Gambia and Senegal are one. These two countries forever remain one and the same, no matter what happens.
School nag mom schoolu Sénégal fii xëj na ñu bari xamoñ dañuy gis waaye yàgg na.
The establishment of the Senegalese school in the Gambia in 1956 came after the French realized that there were many Senegalese in the Gambia. Gambians and Senegalese being educated in the same school gives them the opportunity to work together and help each other because they have a lot in common.
We students, we are living the integration. We're feeling the integration. Because in class, we're sharing what we're learning, the Senegalese program, with some students or some students who are Gambians. Then, as that relationship between us is very nice, and we're feeling the integration, because some students Gambians, which have the nationality of Gambians, they're showing they're helping us to speak the good English when we are doing the English period, and we are helping them about the French when we're doing the French period. So there is a relationship between the student Gambians and the Senegalese student which got the nationality. Then if we spoke about the integration, we are feeling the integration.
We are more integrated, or we are more homogeneous in Gambia and Senegal than the United Kingdom, which is one state, one nation. The Welsh are very different from the English and the Anglo-Saxons, as they are very different from the Scots, as they are very different from the Irish, and yet it's the United Kingdom. Yeah, but here we have all the ethnic groups you have in one area, you will have it on the other side, and they relate at the family level. That's why I say that we have this integration. It has been there, it has never moved.
The Gambia's role in the promotion of African integration is worth emulating. In the year 2010, the government of the Gambia decided to waive the requirement of alien cards for Senegalese nationals resident in the country. And to top it all, the two states have also decided to join forces economically to construct a bridge over the River Gambia to facilitate trade.
The existing business ties between the two countries is unique. A Gambian can do business in Senegal, and a Senegalese as well can do business in the Gambia.
There cannot be any meaningful development without the participation of women. Women have been engaged in cross-border trade way back in the 19th century, when the mulattoes or signaras of Senegal carried goods over the border to trade with locals in the Gambia.
There was, like a new class, of women entrepreneurs, called the signaras, and they played a very, very important role in the integration, of what is today called Gambia and what is today, called Senegal. Well, the signaras, they are descendants, of marriages between Europeans and Africans, and also they are very good in trade, and they are very, very wealthy. So you had, a large Signara population in Gore, I mean, he also had